Now, how can you find out what yours are? Well, obviously you can go through the code like I showed you, but that's not always fun, right? So let me see if I can move a browser window over, and you guys let me know if you can see this. Are you guys able to see my browser window? It's like a dark red color. Okay, excellent. So, all right, somebody put in the chat your link to your website. Doesn't matter. So whatever your WW is, put that into the chat, and let's plug that in here. And I'm going to show you a really cool little trick that you can do for your site. Everybody's busy typing. I'm sure that's what it is. So, all right, so let's see here. Site : and then we're going to put in a particular link. So let's put in 𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗦𝗦.com. So site : and then whatever the link is to your site. Now, notice there are no spaces in this. It's just site : and then your domain. You don't have to put the HTTP. You don't have to put the www. Just what we call the top level domain is. Now, when I do this search in Google, what's going to come back is all of the results related to this particular website. And so basically we're saying, hey, Google, what do you know about this website? And it's going to list only pages related to this particular domain. Okay. And then you can see on their blog page, their keyword or their title is Maui window treatment blog tips and advice. And their description is from design tips to how-tos, blah, 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 right? So this is a great way to see what are your current title tags and meta tags or meta description tags right here, just by doing that site : command. Now, one thing you might notice is their homepage. It just says Gnacca's Drapery LLC. But if we go to their website and actually click on their website, their title tag, and I don't know if you guys can see this, it's pretty small, but it's up at the top. Maui window treatments and coverings specialists. So sometimes Google decides, what is better for the user to see if the title is not the best, right? So they're trying to deliver up the best results here. So sometimes they do actually change what you've put in there, which is kind of crappy, but they're trying their best to get more people to click on your results. So definitely worth knowing that it's not always the best result, or it doesn't always match up completely. All right, so that is the site : trick. Really cool little thing that you can do to find out more about your own website. All right, another tool that you can use is Screaming Frog. Now, let me see if I can get this to come up as well for you. Let me load this. And again, I need somebody in the chat to let me know if you're able to see my screen. Let me move it over here in just a second. It's loading. And it's taking its time to load. Here we go. All right. Now, can you see this little software screen here? Okay, excellent. Thank you. So one thing you can do with this software, and by the way, it's free. There's a pro version, but you can use the free version for most websites. Crawls up to 500 pages on your site. So most small business websites are nowhere near 500. So, all right. So same thing. Let's put it in here, 𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗦𝗦.com. And then I'm going to hit the start button here. And what this tool does is it actually crawls your entire website and pulls in every link, whether that is a link to another page, a link to a file, or a link to a picture, all of those kinds of things. It pulls everything in and catalogs it so that you know exactly where every one of your pages are, right? So once this is finished in just a minute here, what we'll see is that we can actually export all of our pages, all of our titles, all of our descriptions, all of our heading tags into one Excel file or Google Sheets file, which is pretty awesome. So it's fussing at me about the free version. That's okay. And let's see, we're at 88%. So this is a really cool way to see everything in one spot. You can identify which ones are really short, which ones are duplicated, which ones are missing, all of that kind of stuff, all in one place, which is obviously very cool, right? So once this is done crawling, I'll export this over to an Excel file. And from there, you'll have all of these different links, which is pretty awesome. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and push that down. You get the idea, I hope, which is pretty awesome. So